Here, and I just want to let you guys know we do, however, have new survival and deathmatch server. So we got the deathmatch, which is the one I'm on now, which you are able to like walk around and build and stuff like that. But you spawn on this airfield, and it is a heavily modified airfield. And other things are modified around the map as well. I've done it where it's like the only spawn is the airfield, so that way if people want to PvP, they can hit there in PvP. You got the people that want to go and survive, can try to make it out of the airfield using any of the castle entrances I left. There's like maybe 6 of them. It's like 5 or 6, where you can get out and head across the map wherever you're going and be able to survive, do that type of thing, build up some bases, gear up, hit the airfield, and keep doing that. As we have our other survival server, but this right here is the PvP. It's Crisis PvP, loadouts, custom map, and military. Because trust me guys, there is custom locations on this map. Now, with this server, which is Crisis, we are going to be doing non-player built bases. It will be custom bases, so you would have to get a faction. Well, I mean, you can build your own little one, like in houses and stuff like that. No super large builds, though. But what we will mainly have is we will be bringing in custom bases to this server, at least. So that way, you guys will be able to get a custom castle base. You choose location in the map. Make a file for the castle, and then you guys build inside the castle. So it takes down on the server file size, so that way it's not having super large files. And where we are going is to go investigate some of the stuff, which by the way is going to be like, one is right here, another one is basically right here, and then we got one that is all the way down right here. Let's go check them out. Now, I would say, hey, let's catch a respawn to go to it, but that would be the worst idea because right now the only respawn is back there, which is going to be on that airfield. I've done my own custom loadouts, guys, so that way you guys do spawn in with a custom loadout. One of them is this blackout uniform that you see me in here, which I'm going to do this so you guys can see the front there. Looks pretty nice. It's not horrible. It's not a full blackout because it is a green helmet with the night vision kit. Just because I felt like that would have been better than a night vision strap. Let's be honest. I did up the zombies so you guys are able to kill yourself some zombies if you guys go around the towns. I did amplify the loot that they do drop as well, as you can see. But oopsie. Guns do spawn really heavy at the moment, and I do mean really heavy because I upped them like really massively so people can like get the different variations of guns if they wanted. I upped the different military tent size, stuff like that. Howdy looky there, brother. We got ourselves a new vehicle, and it is one of the new vehicle spawns because I deleted the storage stuff, so it deleted everything out of the map and gave us a new one, so you can see it is a brand new full kitted vehicle. Everything is on the vehicle. Only thing it don't have is inventory loot because for some reason that is broken. I actually needed one of these. Oh, I missed. I plebbed. Don't mind me plebbing, guys. I do have moments. But let's take off our gloves right quick and drink. Because I want to get full water, so that should be basically about that. Put these back on. There we go. We are going to see how much gas is in this. It needs gas like right now. SGG. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get stuff respawning back into the back of this, because I have the file saying stuff should be in it, and it's not putting the shit in it. And I used a checker, like a tool, to check my file to make sure it isn't broken, and the checker said that my file is fine. But let's give some sheeps a little bit of a flashbang here. Give them a little bit of spook. Alright, let's keep going. We are going well down this way. And when I say it's a heavily modified airfield, I mean it is heavily modified. It is a giant castle wall circling the airfield with like more military tents placed onto it, ACT towers, the actual military like towers, everything is there. We got more files I'm going to be uploading later to replace some things and fix things out and, you know, yada yada. But apart from that, it is looking pretty okay. Head down to the coast and keep making my move to where we're going. Right over there is where some people like the base inside of those. Now, sadly, if you're on the PvP server, this one, the Crisis PvP, there is no kill feed bot. So there's no store, no kill feed, nothing like that. The only one we have that on is the main server, which is a 42 slot server. And it is the one that does have the stuff, but the files on it are so large, I'm going to try to like minimize them down in a little bit and start, you know, building it a little bit better, so there's a little bit less like FPS drop and lag and, you know, performance issues. But yeah, we're in Berezino right now, which we're going to be going to this road and running all the way down that. Unless I find a really good working car. I see I need to reduce the boat spawns again, because there's a boat sitting on top of a car. Roger that, game. Actually, hold on. Nope, chips. Man, when you kind of know your way around the map, man, is actually pretty good. And you can see right here, we are going that way. And yeah, guys, on the server you do get infinite stamina, so you guys will be able to run for a lot longer distances. I did enable third person, so you guys are able to third person. We removed the first person only because that was actually killing a lot of the player pop. Not a lot of players actually wanted to play literally like this only, where they're running around, having to, you know, try to view over and have like a backpack in their way. So I made it so now you can actually like see behind you. But right now, yes, this server has no one on. Which is why I found it safe enough to go check out the areas, make sure they're working correctly, and not be in the risk of spawning on the airfield in the middle of a firefight, dying trying to make my run down here. Now, I will let you know it is kind of very camper friendly for the fact of how I built it. I didn't really like pay attention to it till after the fact of building it, because like, oh, this looks cool. It's got like apartments, it's got military, it's got hangars, it's got ATC towers, it's got water pumps. But one thing I did do for the campers and for all the other players is if they want to get the water pump water to refill canteens or drink from a well, they have to go to the very center of the airfield out in the open, so they got to make sure it's clear or have a partner. Oh. We also will go check to make sure our loot is spawning in buildings out here too. Looky there. It's not a lot, but that'll work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. At least an object did spawn. I got enough food and drink to make it to the next town, so we're good there. So we'll make it down to this way, and then we'll loot up the next town for a little bit more food and drink. Also, guys, I've been debating about doing Call of Duty videos, and the only reason I've been holding off is due to the fact of it's Modern Warfare 3. I'm gonna take this boat, actually. Due to that it's Modern Warfare 3, I was gonna be like, do I do S&D videos? I don't know if anyone's actually gonna ever watch those, but, I was debating it. The only reason I was like, maybe not, was due to the fact of... Come on. There we go. Due to the fact of the amount of cheaters I have run into. And I'm not saying that to be one of like the little the haters in the game being like, oh my god, everyone cheats. No. There's a lot of cheaters in Modern Warfare 3. I am not joking. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Audio, effects volume, apply. And I'm not lying to you guys. There is a crap ton of cheaters. And the biggest ones I've run into are like the old YY TikTokers and stuff like that. but you will see them go to do the silent shot, and then they'll look straight at the ground and shoot, and it'll say it hit somebody way out there when they're looking down like this. Like, it's really unfortunate. Or imagine, I don't know, hold on. The best way I can explain this is on the shoreline a little bit. Since we're getting a little close to this town up here. Imagine, come on. Imagine that bush right there is what I want to hit. They'll be aiming like over here with the silent shot, and it'll say it hit the person. When if that was the person, they'd be aiming over here. And it would say, headshot. Like, it's crazy, brother. It's crazy. So that's why I haven't been making any content. Or I could be running the boots that make me silent, and then make sure I have the vest on that keeps me off the radar no matter what. And a dude will look at the wall 50 feet away and literally just like trace me through it, and then ADS pre-fire. Never seems to fail, brother. Never seems to fail. Just because we're orange, I'm staying a little closer to the shoreline. Actually, better yet. There is a boat right here. See, this is how they should have parked the boats. Or had them spawn and not be like way up here, but it's all good, DayZ. It's okay. It's okay, devs. I get it. You can't get everything right sometimes. You just gotta, you gotta have issues. Same with like servers, man. Where you guys are constantly getting DDoSed offline. Still, because literally the other day, where the hackers were doing their DDoS, same thing was happening again. And I'm not lying on that either. I got the same error codes that you would get when they were getting DOSed, and then there was no servers up. None. Not bad. To get down the map a little bit. We still have a good little ways to go, but beats having to run the entire route. We'll know when we're close when we start seeing a specific object stretch across the water. I see it. Let's make our way carefully between here. I do need to replace some of these with the actual like bridges like that so you can fit a boat underneath for the ends down here to the right. I didn't mean to use a dam so long, but yep, see there's a little ramp, it goes up, you get on top, you walk, you literally can drive or walk all the way across and make it to the castle island over here, where I've set in walls, or should have if they're loading correctly, where yeah, they're there. That now there's no break in the walls, so if you want to build, there's only like one way in. But yeah, this is one of the things I've added. Looks really good. And then the next thing is actually out here somewhere too. If I added it, didn't I add them in? Or did I not? I don't think I added them. Never mind. I didn't add them. Because we should have had oil rigs out here and I didn't add the rig. Sad face to me. Well, not a oil rig, it was a military platform, but like a little ocean platform. I did not add it yet. So that's something I'm going to add, because I'm going to make the entire world here into one spawn JSON file where you can upload the JSON and you'll have the entire world of what I have. So if you guys wanted my world, you guys would be able to upload it and have the same structures and stuff. Same as, I don't think I did the island either, because I think it's supposed to be right there. No, it's not, because there's not a... okay. Still, I don't think I added the island, though. Due to the fact of, I think it was actually... New Prison was the... yeah, no, I didn't, because it's supposed to be right here. There's a file I named New Prison. It takes this island, circles it with prison walls and, well, castle walls, really. It's the castle walls. And it has a punch card thing to where you have to do a punch card, and it's military, and it will have a gun rack in it. Because I'm going to make my own custom bunker stuff later that I can add into the server. Because instead of downloading bunkers that people already made, I'm trying to look at how to make my own. If that catches anyone else. So that way I can make my own custom bunkers. Alright, I think she's going to run out of gas at some point soon because she is kind of throttling out a little bit. So let's grab this boat and continue our trip. Let's hop on. I don't like how she's already almost going into orange, but all good. That boat started having throttle issues where it didn't want to constantly go. Well, we've made it a good distance, boys. So we know one thing at least worked so far. Well, I know two things worked. Because the airfield worked. That worked. Now I want to go check down here. Way on well down here. Howdy, Electro, I believe. If my map knowledge is correct right now, I mean, I could check. Let's see if my map knowledge is correct. Just so I can see how much... Why would you jump out, dude? Literally all you have to do is stand up on the boat. It's not the hardest thing to implement there, DayZ. Literally all you have to do, literally, is... Hold on. Is make him do this. Stand up right here. And then as slow as the boat is moving, it would actually just slowly push your character like this. It wouldn't drop him in the water. Because now I just got soaked for the game being a little off. And yeah, I was correct. Look at that. Electro. And I'm right there. So we still got a good long ways to go. But that is awesome, man. Map knowledge served me great. I should have just said, yep, it was, and just kept going. But good little way to test myself. Not an issue. Come on, boat. Stop auto-turning. Stop auto-turning, boat. I'm half tempted to stop at a gas station, see if there's not a jerry can, and see if I can't find a car. Because I'm not going to lie, the boat is kind of being a little annoying. Because it keeps trying to do this by itself, as in turn, when it should just be ripping straight. See, I'm not turning, and look, it's turning. Howdy, Chernogorski, industrial side. And the main town of Cherno is right over there. To Chernogorski. Don't worry, boys. SpongeBob said I learned from the best. I got my lessons from Mrs. Puff. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go check out the truck stop. It's over here, and, well, I should say gas station, and see if anything is here. Because sometimes there is a car spawn over here, so I'm going to go check it. And take a look at the old Balota airfield, how it used to look. Because I've been seeing the modded version on my main server. And I think I did not get lucky, boys. No car. At least is there a jerry can? Come on, be a jerry can in here. No, but I found a deagle. I found a sneagle, boys. A sniper deagle is what I like to call them. Ah, man, there's nothing in here. I mean, there is this, the ski mask, but nothing. Alright. Let's keep making the run. Because eventually I will hit a vehicle. Because I don't think anyone's been down here on this side of the map yet. On this server, so I should be able to find vehicles. There should be one or two on the airfield. Because there is a Humvee spawn that can spawn on the airfield, and there is a truck spawn that can spawn on the airfield. And that's what we're going to go check. So let's go check it out, boys. Also, guys, I cracked my screen of my phone pretty bad. So being able to like read the comments and constantly stay up without a text-to-speech is probably not going to be that easy. Till I can go get it repaired. Sign into this, here, go to this, and make sure this is like this, so I can get into the chat. That way I can at least try to get name callouts and stuff. You guys say hi. But here's the old airfield. It used to look like this before I done my changes. So you can see this was here. We had a couple of tents there, and then this is what the airfield looks like if you play regular DayZ. It is kind of sad. When I say kind of sad, I mean it's like massively sad. We did run for a really long time, so let's go ahead and trade out our jungle boots. That way I get a new pair of boots, so they're not going to break on me as quick. And we're going to head down here, because this is where our Humvee and truck spawn can be, is right down here. Man, this is the boring version of this airfield. I'll show you guys what I modified on the main. Ooh, give me that ghillie wrap. I'll take that ghillie wrap any day. Same with this one. I will take that any day. Did that one just, like, despawn? Like, phase through and despawn? Oh well, let's keep moving. We're about to come up on the truck spawn. It's on the other side of this building right there. And it looks like the Humvee spawn did work, because it looks like there's a Humvee right there. But let's check the truck. Nope. It would have been like right here. So, nope. The truck spawn did not spawn, but that's fine. The Humvee did. Anything in the trunk? Nope. But it should have spawned with everything. All it needs is gas. So we're just gonna throw this B in reverse. And drive. There we go. We're going to use this to get down to the main area, which is right down here. And follow the train track. This way I can actually just kind of chill out. Oh, it's a little further up. I'm an idiot. A little bit more further up. Right there. As you guys can tell, there is now a bridge that comes up to here. So now you guys are able to do that. Let's hop in. Start the car, close the door. Close the door, thank you. And now you're able to do this. What I will do is go ahead and turn the vehicle in a manner that will illuminate the bridge here in a second. For the best of my ability, there we go. That way I can actually see a little bit before I do this. So I don't kill the battery of the car. And there we go. You guys can see you get this little bridge now. There's a little military thing down there. There's little like the barrack. You get, you know, these two towers. I believe I put a well in right over here. Yep. So you guys can see right here, you can come over, get yourself a drink or refill. This ain't the only one. Hold on. Oh, come on, game. There we go. To show you the other stuff I added, there's now a wall that comes along this way. So that way you can block off. Now I will let you know to make it non-overpowered, so it isn't just one direction into this, like, prison, to making it unfair to every other player. This wall is going to be vaultable from the other side. So you guys can see if I come on this side, I can vault this. Okay, so if they run all the way around, come down through here, up right here, they can vault this. So if you're building your own castle base, you're going to have to put walls up right here, so that way they can't vault it. Just figured I'd go ahead and show that so you guys would know it. But that way, and the bridge right there is the way in. And we added a little bit more back here too. Now, I will let you guys know I deleted the old one that used to be here, so I gave more room in the prison for that being the reason. You can actually decorate these rooms with tents. Although I think you'll still have stuff like this spawning in, but you'll be able to put it in where you can actually stand in inventory right here and get the tent working. Same with all of these. If I come back here, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like back here. I've added this barbed wire in so people can't like come over and climb, or you know, try to come down here and climb over. They have to come through your gate if you build one, so they have to go through that gate. Apart from, you can still parkour right here, and I'm going to patch that up later, so that way they have to like actually go through your gates and stuff. Make it a little bit more actual PvP friendly. I've added in a garage in here for you guys, so if you guys want, you're able to put your tents and stuff like that in. So if I open this, you guys can see tents. You'll be able to like put your stuff in here. There is stuff that will spawn in these because it is counted as prison, being here inside the prison. But again, you're going to be able to put your tents and put up a gate. I put a PD in here, so you guys will have like police department stuff. Because come on, man, like who doesn't like having a PD inside their in this? Like it should be. Like come on, dude, it's a prison, so you're supposed to have like a little police department inside where people would sit down and work on their computers and stuff like that. See, computer room. So yeah, I kind of put that in. These clothings do spawn. The Orioles I removed out, which are the blue and white ones. I kind of figured remove that from the files, but you will get like the ammo spawns here. There is going to be gun spawns. I did fix out some of the spawns in my files. I just have to upload them to the server, and then upload my Google Drive, and then later I will actually post a shareable link of my Google Drive or a GitHub directory to you guys to be able to do that. But yes, I've added in a police department PD that is flush in here. Same with like the garage, it isn't sticking through the wall. So yeah, I did modify this. It looks good. You can see I've been running around feeling pretty nice. But to show you the parkour route, I'm telling you guys I'm going to be blocking. For you guys who don't know, I'm sorry, people that are good at the game. I'm giving secrets out right now. So I'm sorry if you guys hate me for this, but I'm going to show a route. So if you guys are playing official and people are holding this down and they're not really good at the game, but they're holding this part very well, as in you can't come all the way through and run all the way through. If you actually go through the side door, which is right here, hold on. So if you're not able to make it over to that door, shoot through gates and go that way, there is a way when you come through the main gate, make this first left. You're going to open up this door, and you're going to run all the way up the spiral staircase. Go all the way up. And the way you know you're all the way up, the staircase will end. Boom. No more staircase. You're going to go out the door, hop over this rail, take a left, walk down the edge of the roof, like so. And you're going to see a little itty-bitty fence. Okay, I need to go one more back. Please don't fall. There we go. And we're going to drop down onto this little section. This is going to hurt a little bit, but baloopsy. You're going to run down this, and then there's a way you parkour up on this. You just got to get the little part where it makes you climb up. From here, walk over. And you don't even have to jump. Just run straight off. Let your character fall down to this roof. And you are actually back here now, where we started at, where people wouldn't be able to like go through this wall. So that's why I said I'm gonna have to plug up the parkour route. I believe there might be the same on the other side. I never really checked it, but I do have to plug up the route for parkour. So I might actually make it where you cannot get on these little balconies. Sad to say, like it'd be cool to have, but it's either that or I'm gonna have to put a wall up that blocks this. Like I'm gonna have to raise the fence line even higher. But yeah, I modified the castle. It looks nice. Well, not castle, but the prison. It is now basically a castle. It is still heavy nighttime, just showing you guys that. That's why I'm in night vision. But you also do get the castle towers all the way going around the base at certain points. Not totally every wall space, but there is a little bit more to show you to this base. So you get the tower there. I did not put any on this side, I don't think. Like over there. But, oh, there actually is more stuff down here. So I added in, like, these little long, these things, which will spawn loot. Now, I'm going to have to give you, when I do my updated map, that I will be uploading to you guys, there's a thing in there called map group POS. You guys are going to need to be able to get that file to spawn this loot. Okay? Because you have to add the loot spawns to it, which I'll give you guys automatically. And you guys will auto have, like, the oil rig that, what's his name, made? Speedscaler made. I'm going to add the oil rig to this from Speedscaler. And you're going to have my oceanic platform that I customly set down and handcrafted myself. But I've added on, you know, a couple little, like, you know, these two buildings, an ATC, another small little ATC. Oh, I missed. I played. There we go. Nothing. But, yeah, I've added these in, and I don't remember if I updated the map group POS yet to spawn loot on these. I mean, I can go check and see for you guys. Because I think I need to go do that, which is some of the stuff I was missing to do. Okay, there's nothing in this little room. Something can sometimes spawn under the staircase there. Let's see. No, I did not add... Wait. Is that a... No. I did not add the map group POS yet in order to do this. But if you guys don't want loot spawning in these, you just want them to be extra buildings that you can have people be able to, like, put up a wall, like, right here and build into. I'll have the section of code. You'll have to scroll through the map group POS a little bit. But it'll say, like, modified code in, like, a green bar that doesn't get read. And then underneath it is all the modded positions I've added in. That you can go remove if you know how to edit the file. If you don't, I would just leave it or use the base version that came with your server when you bought the server. But there is 2 boat docks. Almost forgot about this. I added 2 boat docks down here so that way you guys are able to actually, like, park your boats and stuff like that. I gotta add a little new stairwell to get onto it because right now you gotta kind of do that. But you do have this dock where you can park a boat. This one where the door's over there that you can park a boat. Which is pretty cool. Again, you have the military tents down here, which, by the way, does spawn loot already. Let me just kind of pop that Z right quick. And we're going to do this. This should spawn loot. I should say should because I don't know if I added it to the code line. Oh, I did. There we go. So you can see there's Dragunovs and AKs and boots and more boots. There's some more boots. Magazine for the Vega. Here's the AKAM. So, yeah, this stuff already spawned stuff. Okay, nice. So it's some of the other just new stuff I added in that doesn't yet. But again, you are able to go up here and pop over the wall. Now, I will let you guys know I did add a tower back here, I believe. So it is a little bit of a run to get back here, but if you know they're going to be pushing through the water and you don't want to get on top of the prison, I believe I did add a Bridget underscore 2. Yeah, I did. Right there. So you can get on that and shoot out towards the water, if need be. So I did, however, give you guys a good little way to build and stuff like this. Looks pretty cool. I did add 2 fountains to this area, not just 1. So again, just to remind you guys, 1 fountain is right over here. See if you have anything. Nope. 1 is right here. The other one, we need to go back the way we came, so we're going to go this way. Is anyone on? No. So if we come over here, I'm thinking of leaving this Humvee here because I am going to add more stuff to this later. Like, I might even add, like, a gas station right there to refuel and stuff like that. Make custom bases that have gas stations and stuff in them. But we got this. And then the next one is right here before you go out of the bridge. There is a well right here that you're able to come over and drink from and stuff like that. Speaking of, my character is actually thirsty. So let's go ahead and drink some water, shall we? But yeah, now that I made the run down here, check to see if it's actually working. I might actually kill this character and remake the run later just to show you guys the modified airfield. So let's go ahead and check out the modified airfield, shall we? Skadoosh. When you respawn, every player will respawn in the same airfield, just in different spots. Oh, this is one of my non-night vision character. Hold on, I'm bugged a little bit. Yeah, I'm bugged. There we go. Go ahead and do this right quick so I can respawn. I'll be in the same airfield, just different spot. There's 3 different... Same freaking... Really? Brother? Really? You're gonna be a little weird about it? Same exact Russian spawn? Come on. I know I have multiple different... There we go. So you guys can see it is a giant airfield, a lot of ATCs. I've added in all these, the custom towers, the apartment buildings, even some of the industrials here I've added in. This building was already here. Military tents I've added. I even added my own little custom towns, which are actually, one is behind the buildings there, one is over there, and then one is over there. But I have to go use the bathroom, guys, and I'm talking about the really long one, so I'm going to have to end stream here. I'm going to log out and end stream. Hope you guys like this, and if you guys want to join it, you guys seen the server name at the beginning of the video, but I'll also pop it up to you in just a second. There you go. It is Crisis PvP. That's the PvP one I was just on. And then my actual Survivor one is this one right here, which is Feral Resistance, Bi-Weekly Blackout, Full Cars, Spawn Loadouts, and Cherno. Right now the Blackout is going. Actually, no, it should have ended. I'm going to end it tonight at like 12 p.m. or something, so the raid time will end at tonight at some point, and base damage will be turned off. So you guys got till basically 12 o'clock tonight to go raid if you haven't already yet. Till next time, stay awesome, love you guys, and peace.